Here we go, Baruch Hashem, another 5 minutes of Tefillah. We're wrapping up this chapter called Shaiva, this chapter called the hysterical outcry, Va'atal Shav'asam Elo Elokim Min Ha'avodah. And we concluded yesterday with the critical ingredient that no one should understand and learn these words and think that we have to become crazy, that we have to start screaming on top of our lungs with outward gestures that just look insane. And Rav Pincus taught us that's not at all what we're talking about. We're talking about an inward connection. We're talking about an internal, deep, visceral connection that 100% of the body is connected. But then he continues and he wraps out this section with words from Rav Chaim Volozhin. And these words of Rav Chaim Volozhin are very, very famous with regarding to learning Torah. And Rav Chaim Volozhin famously teaches, Sheyachala Adam Lilmoid B'Sha'ah Achas. A person is able to learn in 1 shah, 1 hour, Masha Shearim Loimdim Be'eser Sha'is. What takes someone else 10 hours. When Rav Gershon Edelstein Zatzal learned in 1 hour, it was what perhaps one of our Rabbanim or even our greats took 10 hours to do. Shahakol Lefi Roiv Hazrizos. It's all due to the immense zrizos. Now, what does it mean, zrizos? What does that mean exactly? So Shimshon Pincus explains this in the terms of tefillah, and he says, what are we talking about now? We're discussing a type of tefillah that we're utilizing every fiber of our being. We spoke about David HaMelech dancing with all his might. We spoke about the avos, doing the words of Hashem to the point like those horses galloping on water, as if they're floating on the water. Literally investing every ounce of energy into whatever we are doing. Says Rav Shimshon Pincus, that's what it means that within 1 shah, 1 hour, 1 moment, you could do what others would take 10 hours, 10 moments. Meaning, if one has a moment of intense, complete, 100% connection, that moment could be as powerful as a month of tefillah. That moment could be as incredible as even a year of tefillah, because that is a moment of shaiva. That is the moment of atal shavasam el elikim. That is the moment that one is so deeply connected. He's right there, panim al panim, face to face with the Kadosh Baruch Hu. Absolutely, 1,000,000% realizing his complete dependence. And says Rav Pincus, if anyone ever has that moment, and it could be a split second, bottle it up and try to come back to that place. And then eventually you'll be able to bring it up again. And he says, Acharei Hashem yelchu ke'aryeh shayeg. And via this avodah, working to try to connect for 1 minute, for 1 second, for 5 minutes, completely inwardly, remember, not externally, but inwardly having a complete connection, realization how much we are dependent upon Hashem. Acharei Hashem yelchu, after Hashem you will go, ke'aryeh shayeg, like the roaring lion. That's how incredible that tefillah is. And b'siyat d'shmaya, the wrap-up of this chapter is never to think, I'm going to always daven like that. No. Try 1 minute, 1 second, 1 dot. Maybe it's at the moment one begins Shmona Esrei, at that moment he zones in, at that moment he has that feeling. Maybe it's at a moment of Maidim. Maybe it's at the moment of Rafa'inu. But let's realize that 1 moment is what we're going for. And then another moment, and another moment, building upon this incredible tefillah. And with that, we have 1 more minute, so we're going to go into the next chapter. And the next chapter is Tze'aka. It's Tze'aka, pasuk in Shemais, Vaye'anchu b'nei Yisrael, and Klal Yisrael moaned, min avodah, from the work, vayitzaku, and they screamed out. Now this za'aka, this screaming out, says Rav Shimshon Pincus, is something that doesn't even have words. We're going to have to delve deeper, but just to show how powerful this type of tefillah is, he starts off by quoting none other than the Zohar HaKadosh. Says the Zohar with regard to tza'aka, shezui hatfila be'atzmusai. This is tefillah in its very essence. V'chaviva, he and is more beloved, mikol oifnei hatfila. Ula oilam einei chayzeres reikam. It never comes back empty-handed, which of course is something that's very deep And we have to see what this means, because if it's a wordless scream, if I'm not even saying words, I'm just screaming out to Hashem, what exactly does that mean? But B'siyata D'Shmaya, we'll pick up from here tomorrow. Everyone have an incredible, incredible